YouTube. In today's video, we got Lil Baby Goons just ruined his life. Let's get straight to it, man.
Lil Baby's entourage just got him in a world of trouble. Oh, y'all done did it now, man.
Oh, shit.
While a bunch of sophisticated people were trying to enjoy their Super Bowl, a bunch of dusty hooligans with stinky draws pulled up with Lil Baby to disturb the peace.
But first, a stunning announcement from the 49ers. One of their players shot early this morning in San Francisco.
Wait, what? Wait, how did he get shot? What happened? That's what I want to know. Like, this is why you can't take hood niggas everywhere. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I'm going to be the first one to say it. Some of these niggas you got to leave behind in the streets. No bullshit.
The team says defensive end Keon White was shot in the ankle. Good evening. I'm Claudia Wong.
And I'm Mike Meeback. San Francisco police confirming they did respond to a report of shots fired on Mission right near South Van Ness, 4 o'clock this morning. Police did not identify White as the victim, but the team has since confirmed he was shot.
KTVU's Bailey O'Carroll joins us in the studio with the latest on what we are hearing about this shooting, Bailey.
And the ankle is crazy.
Let's get to the details of what we do know, because it is little. I heard from the team about 30 minutes ago. They did tell me 27-year-old defensive end Keon White is out of surgery and that it was successful. San Francisco police described his injury as non-life-threatening. According to police, officers responded to reports of a shooting following an argument that started inside of a business. No arrests have been made. A suspect has not been identified.
When they say a suspect has not been identified, they meant when they talked to the NFL player after he was shot, he refused to cooperate. Now, a lot of these dudes who are now multi-millionaire pro athletes, they also come from the hood.
Nah, facts. That's usually how it go. They ain't gonna say none. The fucked up thing about it, though, is you shoot the man in the ankle, and you know he's an NFL player. Like, that's sad. Lil Baby got to do some removement from his crew. No bullshit.
They also like to present themselves as street dudes. They like to live out these, like, this weird fantasy of being some type of tough street dude when they are, in fact, multi-million-dollar athletes. So he probably still lived by the street code, which is, like, don't tell nothing, don't talk to the police. But make no mistake about it. Like, make no mistake about it, bruh. He's probably on some no snitching, no telling, no talking right now.
For sure.
Because it just happened.
I ain't gonna lie. He also probably got somebody who look out for him that's also in the streets as well. Like, a lot of athletes do be having homies, who's really like that, that's gonna step for him. So let's just hope this situation don't get too sticky for Lil Baby.
But they shot him in his leg.
Which is crazy.
As an NFL player, you need your legs to make money, bro. You need your legs to make money. God forbid, after surgery, he don't recover 100%. He don't go back to what he was before getting shot. They got to take out some ligaments, and he don't go back to what he was. He gets arthritis. God forbid. Because when that happens, oh, he coming. He coming. Lil Baby won't be able to enjoy his $100 million and all his wealth and his money.
Bro, this is why when you get to a certain point in your life, you have to cut people off. This is a prime example of it might not even be you that fuck up. It could be somebody around you, and they ain't got the money to pay for that shit. You're going to have to pay out your pocket. And this is an NFL player we're talking about here. Like, that's sad, bro.
If that NFL player leg don't heal up, don't go back to being what he was before getting shot,
oh, the Suze is
coming for Lil Baby.
For
so
sure.
Now, I'm not no snitch stuff is cool right now. But when shit get real, baby, you going to jail.
I spoke with Dr. Rick Lehman, the director of the U.S. Center for Sports Medicine. Dr. Lehman told me White's recovery time will vary greatly depending on where the bullet hit his ankle.
Well, you never want to get shot in the back because that's where your Achilles is.
Right.
And you don't really want to get shot on the side because that's where all your major vessels are. So let's say he had a nerve injury, that would end his career. He got shot in something called the posterior tibial nerve. So
I ain't gonna lie, this seems like this is very intentional. Because if you're in an argument, right, and you know this dude is a ball player, and you shoot this thing in the ankle, that seems like that's on purpose, bro. Like, they intentionally tried to ruin his career because somebody was probably jealous or felt some type of way.
that would end his career. So hopefully you want to get shot in the front. Well, you don't want to get shot, but if you get shot, you want to get shot in the front or potentially in the side. That would be your preference.
Yeah.
And in the perfect world, you would get shot and it would not have any bony impacts.
Less than a year and a half ago, 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was shot in the chest during a robbery in San Francisco's Union Square.
God
that
damn.
suspect, a juvenile, has since been arrested and charged. Guys.
Certainly that was a robbery, but we still don't know a lot of details of what led up to this shooting with Keon White.
Exactly, yeah. Police have not said what exactly led up to Keon White getting shot in the ankle. But the Niners will provide updates when appropriate, and police will hopefully provide updates soon as well.
All right, Bailey, okay. Thank you so much.
Bailey, thank you. San
That's
Francisco
good.
Mayor Daniel Lurie responding to the shooting, saying any violent incident in our city is unacceptable, and I'm hoping Keon recovers quickly.
I ain't gonna lie. The bad part about this too is y'all gotta realize, like, when hood dudes do something to an athlete in a city, everybody's gonna stand behind that athlete no matter what, because that athlete is a image of the city, and they're gonna do whatever they can in their power to set a good example for more people in the future not to try this shit.
Spoken with SFPD and 49ers leadership. We are all grateful to our SFPD officers for their quick response. As always, I will continue to work with San Francisco law enforcement to ensure our neighborhoods and our residents are safe.
The doctor said there's a possibility that this NFL player will have his career ended due to this surgery, due to what's currently going on. So let's just pray that this dude still gets to have a long and healthy career.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit is fucked up, bro. Like, this is why I don't hang around people, bro, because people themselves around you, who you surround yourself around, can ruin your image and make people not even want to fuck with you. You don't know who this football player know. Most likely he knows everybody because he's one of the star players, obviously, right? So I pray for his recovery, and I hope he gets back better.
But you're probably asking, how did Lil Baby name get involved in this? How do we know? Is this clickbait? No, it's not clickbait, people. All right, we actually have information and eyewitnesses that puts Lil Baby at the situation. So what exactly led to this NFL player getting shot and possibly losing his career and having it end forever? Well, we know what happened, and it's quite possibly the most silliest, dumbest thing ever. But obviously, when you have dusty Igamites involved, nothing is too small to take a life.
Exactly. And this is why you can't have no hood niggas around. Like, I know all you guys want to be like, when I get rich, I'm taking all the bros with me. You can't think like that, bro, because some of them same people are going to put you in a situation because they're not emotionally stable. And they might fuck around and do some shit like this, if not worse, and fuck up your whole image and your money.
An argument took place between Lil Baby, his crew, and this dude and his crew before this dude was shot. Now, when it comes to Lil Baby and these rappers, they're only tough when they're like packed up like hyenas.
Facts.
Let's be real here. If Lil Baby and this dude was in a dark room by themselves, you think Lil Baby is uttering a peep?
No,
you think Lil
beating
Baby
the shit
is
out of him.
challenging this dude to any type of physical confrontation? Not one bit. But Lil Baby was with a bunch of hooligans with nothing to lose. So, they caused issues with this guy and then ultimately shot him, okay?
But that's not cool, though, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. We need to go back to the day and age where everybody can just squabble one-on-one. If you scared of another grown man, then you shouldn't be talking shit. And when I hate people who wait till they get in a group with a group of people and they act like they tough because they know they can jump them. Like, if you can't stand on your own same way in front of this person, in front of their group by yourself, then you shouldn't be speaking on shit at all. Stupid.
When you read the story, it's perfectly clear that it was Lil Baby's and his crew fault. They were the antagonists in this situation, right? So when we scroll down and when we read, it says the investigation into the shooting of Keon White just took a wild turn because of what reportedly happened between the 49ers DN and rapper Lil Baby before the shots rang out just hours after the Super Bowl.
Damn.
According to the San Francisco Standard, which says it's seen a police report, 27-year-old, now the police didn't report that Baby was a suspect just yet, right? Because they say, the suspect is unknown, but now we know that Lil Baby's name is in a police report. 27-year-old White, which is the NFL player, and Lil Baby got into an argument after the Grammy-winning rapper and his friends were turned away from the Third Years Pro private event at a local San Francisco lounge.
Bro, and this is what's wrong with people. They think they're like obligated to go places because of their fame or their money. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all gotta realize y'all not the only ones that got money, bro. Some people generally probably just don't want your type of crowd around them. And you can't do nothing but respect it.
Per the outlet, a witness told the police he saw the verbal argument and went to get help from bar staff.
Right.
But he heard 2 gunshots ring out. When a witness returned, he discovered White had been shot in the ankle area. To shoot somebody in the ankle specifically tells me you was trying to end that person's career.
Facts, bro.
Let's just examine exactly what this issue was over. Initial report stated that it was actually a section, but apparently it wasn't a section. He was having a private party at a lounge. Baby and them wanted to enter into the lounge to get into the private party. They was blocked out. Now, the NFL player probably came out because Baby and them was trying to force their way in, which, yo, you're a Lil Baby. Bro, all you really got to do is say, hey, yo, who got a hot function going on, bro? I'm coming. I'm pulling up. You'll get invites. You don't got to go to somewhere you're not invited at. It makes zero sense whatsoever. But these dudes are driven by ego. I'm sure once they were told, hey, bro, you can't come in. You can't enter. Sorry, bro. Now, I'm sure that probably dude had one of his homies standing at the door to make sure nobody gets in, right? Because it was probably his private event. Probably, let's say the bar security wasn't there. Because if they had to go to get bar staff, that meant no bar staff was up front, that it was Buddy and his team that was running security. So they probably walked up to the lounge trying to get in, and then they see a dude in normal street clothes saying, nah, bro, you can't get in. They said, huh? What the, bro, who are you? Man, F on my way.
I ain't gonna lie, that's too much high of an ego, gang. I ain't gonna lie, people feel so obligated to shit that you're not. Like, bro, if I have a private event and it's only for certain people, that's why it's called a fucking private event. You can't just walk in without an invitation. I don't give a fuck who you are. And y'all gotta start realizing, bro, everybody don't give a fuck who you are sometimes, or whoever you are, fame, money. Some people just generally do not value that. So you gotta respect it, bro.
And try to force their way in. Then dude probably came out and an argument ensued. But nonetheless, yo, behavior like this only exists among ourselves, bro.
Facts.
You would never see any other group of people fighting, shooting each other, right?
Over trying to get in a party.
This heinous over getting into a lounge, bro. Go to another lounge. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever, right? So police arrived on the scene just after 4 a.m. and entered the club to investigate, discovering numerous scantily clad females picking up dollar bills that were thrown all over the floor. So, so they had see, exactly. It was a lounge, but it was their own private event. They brought strippers and everything there. When cops made contact with White, the report claims he was uncooperative. Investigators retrieved footage from surveillance camera at the scene and found an abandoned cell phone. Oh, y'all going to jail, man. When are y'all going to jail, homie? They also located a 9mm and a .45 caliber casing near the scene. Well, that means that were like shots fired from two different guns. The local outlets report comes after The Athletic on Monday reported the altercation did not involve White, who was at the time thought to be minding his own business when he was hit with the bullet. The new info, again, courtesy of the San Francisco Standard, calls that version of the story into question. For their part, cops said in a statement that a preliminary investigation revealed a verbal altercation occurred between groups inside a business. The victim was injured when shots were fired by an unknown suspect.
I ain't gonna lie, being a label, bro, or owning a label, I know that shit get tiring with these rappers, bro. Because, like, half of the time, it don't even be the rappers. Like, it be their associates or who they bring around. Like, me, bro, if I got a fucking label, bro, I'm going to tell the artist right off the bat. If you signing with me, bro, certain people cannot be around you. Because that's going to fuck up your image. And later on down the line, that's going to make people not want to work with you. Because we all know how people look at athletes. They look at athletes as some of the top high priority of role models. And this situation right here just fucked up Lil Baby's image. Most definitely.
Baby, you going to jail, bro.
Hell yeah.
Right now, social media post and event page show the rapper was in the Bay Area for the Super Bowl, including a post from his own Instagram from a suite at Levi Stadium. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Yo, if Baby did this, I truly hope that Baby gets the max life, if you can give him life. Because this is just nonsense, yo. Like, yo, this is...
He said, I hope he gets life. I ain't gonna lie, now that's crazy. I hope he served time for justice. Most definitely. But life, my nigga, is OD. Now, if he intentionally tried to ruin this man's career, then I understand. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, let me know how you... Damn. Fuck. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.